Well, friends, it's now or nothing for our St. Louis Blues. We have a chance this evening to clinch a spot in the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight at Enterprise. So, St. Louis, show your support. I wore my lucky sweater today for our hometown hockey team, and we are so excited to have the voice of the Blues, Chris Kerber, back here to chat all things hockey with us on this Tuesday morning. What a couple of months it's been.
It's been unbelievable, hasn't it?
It really has. And I think everybody kind of got the chills and the old feels from a few years back in 2019. But now here we are, having lost 3 games in a row and on the cusp of getting in or not getting in.
So 2 months ago, I could have sat here and convinced you why going for a top 5 overall pick was a good idea. Then they come out of the Four Nations break. They go something like 19-5-2 over the last 26 games, put a 12-game win streak together, and put themselves in a spot where they control their own destiny for the playoffs. And that's what they do tonight. They control their own destiny tonight.
What does a team in that kind of a situation have to keep in mind?
Talked to 3 guys yesterday. All of them had won the Stanley Cup in 2019. They all said, we just got to go out and have fun.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. I asked Braden Shen, what would you tell your younger self, say 5 years ago, when they played a winner-take-all game in the 17-18 season in Colorado? And he says, you got to enjoy the moment. You just don't get regular season games like this all the time. So that to me, he said, was his key to the game.
And what I do like is because we have some youngsters, I do like the fact that this has been a playoff vibe now in the regular season for some time. I mean, every game has seemed like
it's been make or break for literally since the Four Nations break ended.
Yeah.
So you're talking a run of 25 games where, I mean, if they don't win 12 games in a row, they don't have a chance.
Right.
They don't have a chance.
Right.
And tonight, you have to win in regulation to control your own destiny. So win in the first 60 minutes, you're in the playoffs. Anything else, it's a little bit of a wait and see.
So the other night they score 3 in the third period. They look like themselves again. Why is it that they can't be as consistent as they need to be at times?
Well, they were very consistent for that 12-game win streak. Then you go into Winnipeg, who won the President's Trophy. That's the best team in the league record. And then you go into Edmonton, who was in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final a year ago. Those are 2 really hard road games to go to. You're battling the injury to a top 6 forward in Dylan Holloway. You didn't have Colton Parayko back yet until the last game. Put all that together, right? And it's not surprising that you lose a game finally after winning. I mean, that was a franchise record, okay? You got it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So, and it's not unusual to see a team lose 1 or 2 games after a long streak like that. The win goes out. You get it back. Well, they got back to that third period of that style of play, and that's what they need tonight against Utah.
Well, and I like it that it was in the third period. That we didn't have 2 periods of bad hockey before we go into this game tonight. So,
well, and even all 3 of the games on that road trip, the games were tied in the third period.
Yeah.
So when you're not, this team is getting good.
Yes.
When you're that close in games and you're not playing your best, and again, you go into tonight, a home game, against a tough opponent in Utah that beat Nashville last night, but you go into tonight, a home game. Win in regulation, it's over, you're in the playoffs. Now, there still are other scenarios how they could still get in, but the bottom line is win the one,
and be
take care of business.
One and done. All right, thanks, buddy. Good luck tonight.
You got it.
Huh? Have fun.
I hope that is a lucky sweater.
It is lucky. Rub. Go ahead.
Yeah,
get a little of that. All right, puck drop, 7 o'clock against Utah tonight, Enterprise Center. Can I get a Let's Go Blues? Let's go Blues!
That's good.
Let's go.